All right, in this video we're going to talk about the TBK 765. This is a good machine. I think a lot of people, I've read so many things about this machine online that says that it uses the same pump to do vacuum as it does to do the air pressure, and none of those things are true. This machine actually has 4 pumps inside, and the reason I know that is because one of them wasn't working when I got it, so I had to take it apart, and one of the wires was loose, had to put it back together. It has 2 pumps that it uses in series for the vacuum plates, and then it has 2 pumps that it uses in series for the air pressure to move the slide back and forth. And once those are all working correctly, you won't have any problems out of this machine. It has enough air pressure to move the slide back and forth. They make another version of this machine. They actually make 2 different versions, one that has no power at all, and then one that's just the vacuum pumps, and then the other one is this one that has all 4 pumps inside to run all those machines. So the challenges that I had with this machine were in the way that this closes onto this plate. And it is important how that happens. This plate in the back has 2 Allen head screws, one here and one behind this return mechanism. You will have to remove this return mechanism to get to this particular thing. You just unscrew this nut here, this guy comes off, and you can get your Allen head wrench in here and loosen these up. So what you want to do with this machine, you want to have this portion of this plate make contact with this portion and have a gap back here, so that this is exaggerated, but the way this sits on the plate, this being this part, it sits on there like this, so that when it goes back, it swipes the polarizer onto the LCD. If that's the way this thing is set up, it works fantastic. If it's not, it'll drag on the LCD, it'll pull the LCD along the vacuum plate. It causes you all kinds of grief. So that's the way you want this set up. How you achieve that is to put something here, and once you close this down, you could put, I've seen a pin on there. What I did was I had a scrap piece of flooring, and this scrap piece of flooring from when I built my room here, I just laid this underneath there. I closed this down on here, and as I was applying pressure, I loosened these bolts up first, applied a little pressure, and then tightened this down, and that gave me enough angle to where this guy comes in. This roller is what comes in contact with this plate. You don't want anything else to come in contact with it, because it'll cause you a disaster. Also, you have 2 separate power supplies in here, and don't be surprised if one of your power supplies fails. The power supply in this clean room when I got it failed, and the power supply inside this for the vacuum pump failed. So, and it's brand new equipment. This is what you're getting for the prices that you're paying. So they're easy to install. There's screw tops. I found someone who sells these online, and I can leave you a description for where I found that as well. But that's the key thing with this. The air pressure is going to be what it is to push the slide back and forth. That works just fine. The vacuum on it works just fine. The problem that you have, if you have low vacuum, check to make sure that all 4 of your pumps are running. You can take the top off of this thing, turn it on, be careful of course, and make sure that all your pumps are running, because it's not unusual for a wire to fall off in shipment. That's just the way these things are built. And make sure that the angle of this guy is correct. It makes a huge difference in the way this machine runs. So I think that's about all I have for this machine. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and thank you for watching again.